words, and for most people, they thought he was talking about some attack in Sweden, and there was no attack. But I want to play, this is a moment in your film, and then we'll discuss. Let's play this.
While the staggering increase in rape has made some news, this phenomenon has been coupled with a shocking and less widely reported increase in violent crime in general. Over the past couple of years, several dangerous immigrant riots have broken out, and shootings across Sweden have increased sharply. Okay, so let's talk about the numbers here. Yeah. Because we looked at the stats from the U.S. Department, the State Department. Here's what we learned, all right? Crime rose about 7% from 2012 to 2015. Much of that crime was nonviolent computer fraud and vandalism. In 2015, violent crime decreased slightly. There was no staggering increase. Where did you get your information, and did you look at the official numbers? Yeah, from a far more accurate source, State Department. I don't know why the State Department is doing numbers for Sweden. I look at the Swedish, it's called BRA. Yeah, which is the keeper of all stats for Sweden. Right. So if you look at what I call heavy crime, so I'm talking about murder, I'm talking about sexual assault. Sexual assault from 2006 to 2015 is up almost 50%. Murder between 2012 and 2016 is up, I think, almost over 80%. Yeah. Now, so those are the real numbers. Yeah. Well, the real numbers, they don't show up almost 80%. But if you look at also from 2012, yes, and here are the numbers that you have. But anyway, but when you look at that, if you look at, especially when you consider the population of millions of people there, yeah, and there were maybe 12 more murders. Of course it's going to spike, but there is, of course it's going to be higher, but that is not a spike in murders. When you look at the population, and you look at, especially when you look at the population of immigrants in the country, which is probably like 1%. No, it's way, no, it's way higher than that. Okay, well, if you look at the population of immigrants, there's no correlation between immigrants and a spike in crime, which there is no huge spike in crime there. Well, the numbers don't show that. It shows that over an average, and I have the numbers here from 2006 to 2015. Well, take a look at 2012. That's on an average. There's on an average that there is no spike here. If you look at 2006, 2007, all the way on, yes, crime goes up and down, as it does here in America and every single country. But if you look at that as an average, there is no spike in crime. It's just not true. If you look at 2006, 2016, murder's up. Yeah. From 2006 to 2015, rape is up 50%. How is that not a spike? If you look at it overall, numbers go up every year, up and down every year. If you look at individual years, you can say, hold on, you can say numbers are up this year, they're down this year, they're up this year, they're down. But if you look at them over a long period of time, it's not up. So I'm telling you, rape is up from 2005. I understand the numbers, but I can understand. But do you understand why? Do you understand why those numbers are up, though? You have to look within the numbers. It's the way that they classify. No, that's untrue. Okay. No, let's be clear. They changed the definition of rape in 2005. I'm talking about stats from 2006 to 2015, after the definition was changed. Yeah. The numbers from 2006 to 2015 are up 50%, and they're up every single year, except for 2014 to 15, where there's a slight dip. Okay, that's what the numbers. That's how you're reading the numbers. That's how the experts are reading the numbers. But here's the Swedish Prime Minister. This was just said in response to President Trump.
Do not forget that in international rankings, in issues such as equality, human development, competitiveness, we, like our guest today from Canada, are doing very well. So yes, we have opportunities, we have challenges, we're working with them every day, but I think also we must all take responsibility for using facts correctly and for verifying any information that we spread.
So the Swedish Prime Minister is upset with, or at least is concerned about the president's classification, yours as well. They feel they're being unfairly targeted here. They say that the numbers don't match up to what you're saying. They don't deserve to be in the middle of this. Yeah. And that you've blown this out of proportion because you have some sort of agenda behind it. What do you say to them?
I think he's looking at, he said, happiness is up in my country, and that's supposed to be some kind of barometer for rape and murder being up. And we can go these numbers back and forth, but again, I feel bad kind of repeating the same number again. But what I'm telling you is the overall number after the change definition from 2006 to 2015 is up 50%.
You're making a correlation to immigrants. There's no correlation.
So that's a different question. We didn't talk about that.
There's no correlation to immigrants.
Oh, I disagree. I think there's an absolute correlation. Now, we were talking...
But the evidence doesn't show that.
With what evidence?
The numbers that. The broad numbers that I have here,
Yeah.
and the numbers from the State Department,
Yeah.
they don't show a correlation between immigrants.
They don't talk about immigrants
and crime.
in any of the statistics. Nothing here mentions the word immigrants. In fact, it's interesting. In 2001, BRA used to have a classification for what the backgrounds of the people committing the crimes. Because the numbers of immigrants were so high, they stripped that from those numbers. Those numbers don't mention immigrants, so of course there's not going to be any correlation in those numbers. Yeah. But the correlation comes from other places.
But the most recent terror attack in Sweden was actually an anti-immigrant terror attack.
I didn't. Yes,
in January, three suspected neo-Nazis were arrested after bombing an immigrant asylum center in Gothenburg.
That's horrific.
So if you were
horrible.
looking for the roots of the crime,
yeah.
there's also issues when it comes for anti-immigrant crime as well. That's part of the crime stats as well. But
not rape. Rape has nothing to do with anti-immigrants.
But stick to that. Yeah. Rape, but there's no correlation between rape and immigrants.
I'm saying there is. Why do you say there isn't?
Because if you look, all you have to do is read the evidence. The evidence doesn't show any. It doesn't show. But any.
The word. Wait.
Hold on. My question. We can get to that. But my question was about the anti-immigrant crime as well. That's also part of
horrible, which I condemn completely. That neo-Nazi crime is an absolute travesty. It's disgusting. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to. What do you think I'm going to?
Does your film focus on that? My
film is not about that. My film is about the social unrest that immigration is causing in Sweden. There was a terrorist attack in Sweden in November. That ISIS claimed an attack for. Interestingly enough, it was an attack. It was a Sunni attacking a Shia cultural center. There's no difference if you're attacking white people or Shia people. That's a terrorist attack, no matter how you slice it. Mm-hmm. That was just in November.
Yes, but your numbers again don't show a spike in anything. Not necessarily your numbers, but the numbers from the state. You are confused because you're not because the numbers you're reading don't show that.
Okay, if you just tell me if you agree with this number. You have the numbers there.
Yeah, I got it here.
The rape. Let's look at the sexual assault numbers. Yeah. From 2006 to 2015, the numbers are up 50%. And by the way, that's an even bigger number than it seems, because everywhere else in Western Europe and the United States, those numbers are down significantly. So on a relative basis, those numbers are even larger. One more quick stat. BRA also says, you want to talk about correlation, because we didn't talk about correlation. Yeah. The people who commit rape, the people who have been raped, in the U.S., 2/3 of people do not know their victims, right? In the U.S. In Sweden, 2/3 of the victims of rape do not know.
Let me explain to you why those numbers are the way they are.
Okay.
The truth is that Sweden's rape stats are high, but it's because Sweden's laws define rape more broadly than other comparable countries.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It includes other. Hold on, I let you finish.
Okay, sorry.
Right? It includes other types of assault and unwanted contact.
Right.
It didn't include that before.
Right.
Also, there's little stigma to reporting sex crimes, so the cultural reason the numbers are high. That's why. But according to official statistics, the Sweden Crime Survey, the sexual violence rate has been about the same from 2005 to 2014, and for the most part, the story of dark-skinned foreigners targeting blonde Northern European women is not one supported by the evidence.
I'm confused. The numbers are the numbers.
What is confusing you? 2 + 2 = 4. The numbers don't show what you're saying.
2005, I'm going to keep, I don't know if my mic is working. 2005, 2016, rape is up 50%.
Yeah.
And it's up every single year.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, though, but are your ears and your eyes working? Because the numbers, as we're reading from BRA, right, and from the State Department, they don't show what you're saying. You're taking these numbers and you're manipulating them in the way that...
There's no manipulation.
I have them. They're right here.
The raw numbers are up.
That says BRA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me the...
But if you look at, even if you look at crime here in the United States, overall, for the past decade...
Crime is down.
Crime is down.
Right.
There was a spike.
Rape is down.
There was a spike.
Murder's down.
In 1 year.
Non-Sweden.
Right. Over time.
Non-Sweden.
That's the same thing.
No,
but it's not skyrocketing.
That's totally wrong.
Okay, let's say that you're right.
Murder is
but
not.
There is no. But hold on, you're classifying this as a skyrocket. That crime is skyrocketing. Rape. It's not a skyrocket.
So you think when rape is down in the United States and everywhere else in Western Europe, and then rape is up 50%, that's not skyrocketing?
Because of the way they classify rapes now.
Listen to me. The definition was before those numbers.
If you had not classified unwanted touching, if you're at a concert and someone touches you on any part of your body, that is now in Sweden classified as rape.
So
it was not
so it is
before.
in the United States. First of all, it's sexual assault, not rape.
But
it's not rape, it's sexual assault.
It's sexual assault in the United States.
No,
but
it's sexual assault.
It's sexual assault in the United States, but it's not sexual assault in Sweden.
Incorrect.
It is now under the rape law.
That's not right. So we're mistaken about that. The definition of rape in the United States, I looked at the definition.
And
In fact, I
we
tweeted
know
out,
what it is in the
and
United States. We're
definition
not talking about the United States. We're talking about Sweden.
Listen to me. The definition of rape in the United States is the same, essentially, as the definition of rape in Sweden.
Now.